Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be having a look at the Marvel Legends X-Men series, Marvel Mystique. Okay, so this is part of the X-Men wave. It's the Walgreens exclusive. I just received this today. It's a very nice looking figure. If I have a quick zoom in on it for you, you can see what the packaging contains. It does come with the Marvel's Mystique figure, blue and white outfit with gold waistband accessories. It also comes with the partially changed Rogue head, which again is a really nice sculpt, and it also comes with an additional Queen Lalandra head. I know a lot of people have been using that to put on their Silver Sable bodies to give them a Queen Lalandra figure, and it also comes with a pistol and also a rather large looking gun, which might be a bit big for Mystique, but we'll have a closer look at that once we get this out of the packaging. Okay, so first just have a quick close up around the package. So it's a standard window box at the front, and on the side we get the usual Marvel Legends artwork, which is usually very nice, like this one is as well. Good quality picture. And if we move around onto the back, again it's a nice picture of Mystique. Very atmospheric, and it comes with the usual little bit of writing at the top, which I'll zoom in so you can have a look at, and I'll go through that. So it says, an expert of duplication and duplicity, Mystique uses powers of shape-shifting to assume others' identities and complete covert missions. Yeah, I really like these Marvel Legends packaging. The picture quality of them is usually very good. And if we have a look on this side, you can see it's the same picture as on both sides. And if I flip that forward just a little bit for you, you can see we've got the X-Men logo up on the top. The little Build-A-Figure message is actually not present on this figure, as it's not part of a Build-A-Figure wave. And for anybody that's interested in the barcode underneath, there you go, there's a quick shot of that as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to take this out of the packaging, and we'll have a quick look at the figure and the accessories. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this out. There we go. So I've not got a lot of X-Men Marvel Legends at the minute. I've started adding to my collection. I initially started off with the Deadpool figures, because I'm quite a fan of Deadpool, so I started buying those. And then there was the previous wave, the Sauron wave. Actually came with a bit of a mixture of Deadpool and X-Men figures, such as, I think it included Bishop and Omega Red. So I ended up getting those, so it kind of pushed me on to getting some additional X-Men figures. Now, once I saw the Mystique figure, I thought, that's a nice figure, I'm going to add that to my collection. I can see that the outfit is tucked through the packaging, so be careful of that when you get your own, just pulling it out. Don't want to break this before we've got it out and managed to stand her up. Okay, so like a lot of the time when these things have been in the packaging, the feet and the legs are all at a bit of a strange angle, so we'll get those stood up so we can have a look at it. And I'll just have a look at what else is in the packaging. So we've got the additional Rogue head. Again, that's like partially changed, as if Mystique's becoming Rogue. Again, quite a nice paint job on that. I'll have another look at that in just a second. The Queen Lalandra head is also a very nice looking head, nice piece. If you do have the Silver Sable figure, it does fit on there really nicely and makes the Queen Lalandra figure. You can see under there it's actually made from two parts and put together to give you that more of a actual look of a helmet on top of the head, which I always think is an extra element of detail that always looks nice. Okay, so we'll try and get these little bits of weapons out. Okay, so you do get this little pistol, which is quite a common pistol for the Marvel Legends range. And then you also get the large cannon, rocket launcher kind of gun, which seems a little bit big for Mystique, but I'll have a close look at that in a second. I do believe that this comes off as like the magazine clip and it does just push back in. So I'll have a look at that. I'm not sure if that's going to fit very well in her hands, because her hands look quite tight and the handle on that looks quite big, so we'll have a look at that in just a little while. Okay, so the figure itself, it's actually a very nice looking figure. Got a really good facial sculpt. She actually looks quite aggressive, but it looks really nice as well. Nice paint job on that. You see the details of the eyes, the glowing gold, and you can actually, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but you can actually see the individual teeth on that. So it's a very nice paint job. She's got red lips, and also a nice job on the hair as well. Okay, so the outfit, blue and white, it's a standard Mystique outfit that I think is mainly seen in the comic books. Obviously this is not part of a movie wave, but it's actually finished off quite well. I mean, the lines on the paint between the white and the blue are actually quite tight. There's not a lot of bleeding between the two. Same on the arms. Again, that's quite a good paint job. It does come with a hole in the back, a little bit dirty on the back there. I'm going to give that a bit of a clean up once I finish making the video. Usually indicates some kind of backpack or something, but obviously there's nothing included. I do have a little blue mark there on the white, which is a bit of a shame again. I'll probably clean that off later. Okay, so looking at the articulation, we do get good head movement left and right. Obviously it's not going to go up very much because of the hair at the back, but she does look down pretty well. The arms, quite stiff because it's new, but I do like it when they are not too floppy. And it does have a good full range of movement. There's nothing on the shoulders in this figure, so nothing stopping that movement. And again, it's only the single elbow, none of the double joint, which is common on the female figures. The hands have a good range, twist all the way around. There is a hinge in there as well, I think. I'm not actually so sure if there is. No, doesn't seem to. And she does seem to wear these rather strange looking gloves, which almost give the hands almost a bit like a wrinkled appearance. Makes it look like her hands are quite old. Seems a little bit strange as well. Okay, so the rest of the outfit, you do get this waistband with the bits of skirt material attached to it. You do get the hip joints, quite good. Twist at the thigh. Double jointed knee, which is always good for some of those extra action poses. And the foot has a good ankle swivel. Actually, it's just forward and back on that ankle. There's no swivel as such. So again, slightly different to some of the figures we've seen in the past with a ball joint as well as a forward and back manoeuvre. Again, not too bad. I mean, the legs are quite stiff at the minute. Obviously, this is new, straight out of the packaging. I did notice that those legs, they don't seem to fit very well into the body, where the joint is just there. It seems a little bit wide, probably because they've used different bodies and different legs from previous moulds. So it does seem a little bit ill-fitting. Doesn't seem to tie in quite as nice as some of the other figures we've seen. But again, on the whole, it's actually not a bad figure. It's quite nice looking. It stands up really well. Just zoom in on that a little bit more for you. Particularly do like the head sculpt. I think it's a really good head sculpt for a Mystique figure. Really nice looking head sculpt. Okay, so let's have a look at these extra heads. Like I say, it does come with the Rogue partially changed head sculpt. Okay, we'll pop this head off and we'll have a look at that. I'm always very wary about pulling these heads off, but most of the time they do seem to go on okay. Oh, it's actually really stiff. There we go. So I do like kit with the Rogue head on. Looks like Mystique's partially changing into Rogue. Again, that's actually quite like the look of that. Anybody that's got the Rogue figure from the previous X-Men waves obviously will know that head is exactly the same as the previous one, but just with the different paint job. Unfortunately, I've not got that figure. Like I say, I'm fairly new to X-Men. But I might look out for it and see if I can add it to my collection at a later date. Let's see if we can get this off. It's very stiff. And we'll try. I don't know if this head is actually supposed to go on this, but we'll try it anyway. Okay, so it does go on there. Doesn't quite look right. I think it's more for if they do release a Queen Lalandra figure, or like I say, try it on your Silver Sable if you've got one of those. Unfortunately, I've not got one of those either. So we'll go back to the Mystique head. Okay, so I'll just have a look with the gun in the hand. Again, like I say, the fingers are really tight up together, so possibly going to be quite tricky to get those into her hand, but we'll give it a go. And she does hold that really nicely. Actually even managed to get the finger through the trigger, and she actually holds that really well. Okay. Like I say, those legs and that, the way it fits into the body, it's not the best I've seen of the Marvel Legend, but it's passable. Now this other gun, I'm actually not going to put that in her hand. I do know I've seen other people pushing those in, and it really does stretch the hand out trying to get it in to get a good grip. So as you can see, it's not going to go in very easily. And actually, I don't personally think that that's a very good fit for the character. She's more likely to be holding something like this one, which is a lot more of the size that in her role as a kind of assassin, undercover, would use anyway. So again, really like this figure. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will be adding some extra videos over the coming weeks. I have got some other Marvel Legends. I've got some other X-Men. So I have just got hold of the Psylocke figure, which is part of the Apocalypse wave. I'm still building that wave up, so I'm going to get that one out and have a look at that one shortly as well. And obviously, like I said, I did get some of the Deadpool figures, which I really do like. So I'll be doing some reviews of those as well. And just for comparison, if you want to see what she looks like next to some other figures. Okay, so here's the Minerva, which was the Captain Marvel Star Force exclusive figure with the Minerva head on. So she does compare quite well in size to that. And if you want to compare it to Thanos, obviously Thanos is quite considerably bigger, and he does stand a little bit bigger than those figures. Okay guys, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I will be adding some more in the future, and I hope to see you again soon.